Aparna Sarangi, to you first. Did the government of India, or dare I say the BJP in particular, anticipate this kind of violent reaction that the Agnipath scheme would throw up, or have you all been caught a little off guard?
A very good evening. Rajdeep, at the outset, let me tell you that I am Aparajita, I am not Aparna.
Yes, Aparajita,
so this is
sorry.
the second or third time
yes,
you have done it in the last
apologies.
3 debates. So I had to point it out. Now, as far as the scheme is concerned, let me tell you that nobody should doubt the intention and the policy of Prime Minister Modi government. This has been done to ensure that our army, that our armed forces, in fact, become very much young and agile. And with the best of intentions, this scheme has been brought in. And another thing I would like to mention.
No, you're not answering my question. Did you? No, ma'am, I'm sorry. The violent protest, did you anticipate this, Aparajita Sarangi, yes or no? Or was the government caught off guard?
I would definitely not say that we had anticipated. Nobody had anticipated, and this violence cannot be condoned. I mean, this is not the way at all to express your concerns. If there are concerns, and there are concerns as we can see, should be expressed in proper manner. I think there is some kind of fanning the flame which is also going behind. Who is doing, I think, time will tell, and we will definitely find it out.
No, are you saying these two? No, you're saying that flames are being fanned. No, 1 minute, ma'am. You are making a very serious allegation. You've been a former IAS officer. You are today telling me that the scenes that we are seeing are being fanned by someone else, that this is not spontaneous, this is not students who are angry because their examinations schedule has gone completely out of skew. They are the ones who applied for these jobs and now find a new system has come in place?
See, the kind of vandalism and the kind of violence which is seen everywhere does not seem to be organic or natural. I can say for sure, with all conviction at my command. There is somebody who is fanning the flame. Yes, there is flame. There must be anger, and the anger is because of non-comprehension of the scheme. The scheme has been formulated with the best of intentions.
Yes.
And I would just say that there is a way of communicating your grievance. This is not the way. And this is not the way, one. And number two, these boys who are doing this cannot be taken for the armed forces, because, you know, we have to have love for the country first.
No,
and this is not the way to actually behave. But at the same time, I would say that the Prime Minister Modi and his government is very much with the youth of the country. We are standing by them. We are with them. We understand their concerns, and we are very flexible in our approach.
You know, ma'am, can I just stop you for a moment? Can I just stop you for a moment? Last evening, you made the changes. You made certain changes to ensure that those in the first batch at least can apply right up to the age of 23. But I just want to ask you, you made an important point saying people, many of the youth have not understood the scheme. There will be those, therefore, who will say that maybe the fears among the students, among the youth, is because the government has chosen to communicate about the scheme after announcing it. Maybe before some of these fact sheets, explanations, getting all your ministers to speak on the scheme could have been done in the build-up to it. That you don't consult enough and then you go along with the scheme, and that's why, like the farm laws, even this runs the risk of attracting anger, because there is no prior consultation or explanation given. Now we are getting fact sheets. This could have been done earlier.
I would like to mention here two things. Number one, consultations have been going on for the past 2 years. People who are in service, people who have retired have been consulted. And when a scheme is taken to the Union Cabinet, it is preceded by lots of deliberations and consultations. To say that there has been no homework and there has been absolutely non-application of mind is absolutely far from the truth.
No communication.
This has been done with the best of intentions.
But the
and let me tell you, as I mentioned earlier, as I mentioned earlier, we are extremely flexible in our approach. We want to tell them as to what the scheme is. If there are questions, let them ask us. Number one. Number two, let me tell you that there had been consultations all through during the last 2 years. So I think this scheme has to be understood in the right spirit, has to be taken positively. To every action of Prime Minister Modi, there is an equal and opposite negative reaction from different quarters. So I think we are empathetic, we understand the concerns of the youth, and we are flexible enough to say that any tweaking of the scheme further will be done at the level of the defense minister. This is a major decision of the government. Now we need not go to the union cabinet for any kind of approval. The defense minister would see the ground realities, the operational necessities, and change the scheme as the situation demands.